We come here to get away. We come here because this is home.
But a proposed mega poultry farm is threatening their papakainga.
Our tupuna came here 200 years ago. We've been here ever since. We're not going anywhere.
This Kaipara community is rallying together to take on chicken giant Tegel.
What's your biggest fear with this?
That this will change Kaipara forever. That's what's going to happen.
Are you ready for a big fight?
Yep. Yes, we are.
It's quiet and idyllic. This is rural life in Arapohue, a small settlement south of Dargaville. The community is made up of hard-working families, farmers and the Kapehu Marae.
Like so many marae around the country, we are deliberately a long way from everywhere. It's very quiet, it's very peaceful here, and we need that.
Folks here say life is good, but many wonder for how long if a mega-sized chicken farm gets the go-ahead on neighbouring properties.
This marae and this urupa have been here too long. You cannot come in and expect us just to go because you want to build a big industrial poultry farm.
Tegel wants to build the biggest broiler chicken farm in Aotearoa, here in Dargaville. It will have 32 sheds and house 1.3 million chickens at any one time.
It's going to be covered in limestone and concrete and buildings and roadways, a huge amount of land.
Just a stone's throw away from the proposed construction is Kapehu Marae. Its kuia say their marae is small and humble, but it's home.
We've been here for 200 years. All whānau have grown to love this place and know that this is where they belong. We're just thinking, for how long?
The major concern, which will always be our major concern, is that this proposal will severely violate the tapu of both this marae and of our urupa.
Marae Chairwoman Margaret Mutu says they'll be impacted severely if the chook farm comes to town.
We will not be able to use this place. We'll be covered in dust. We won't be able to use the water off our roof because it'll have all of the dust in it. We won't be able to hear ourselves speak.
The urupa sits on the hill overlooking the proposed site for the chicken farm. It's only 350 metres away from where their loved ones rest.
Those sheds will have massive fans on the top of them, and they will also have a chimney where they're burning 40 tonnes of litter and paru, tiko, mimi from the birds every day, and that will disperse immediately to the urupa. So you will get not only the noise of the operations down there, of the sheds, the fans, the massive incinerator, you will also get the toxic emissions out of the chimney, and the reports say that they are toxic and harmful to human health.
Margaret says Tegel contacted her in August last year to inform her of their plans.
They said to me that it was going to be really good, it was going to be environmentally friendly, there was going to be no negative impacts at all, and they were going to plant them all and it would all look really, really nice. And this would be really helpful because it would create jobs and our people would be able to have jobs. And I said, well, this sounds good. So can you please provide me with the documentation?
Despite repeated requests, Margaret says Tegel never gave her the documentation, and she eventually had to get it from the council.
And I was horrified because essentially what Tegel had done was they had done a sales pitch job on me rather than tell me the truth. There are a number of our neighbours around here who were not consulted and who are very, very disturbed at how their whole life will be completely turned on its head and totally violated by what's proposed. And so for us, it's very important that we work with our Pākehā neighbours.
Neighbours like organic vegetable grower Robert Vincent. He's been working his land for more than 50 years. He fears Tegel's proposal could kill his business.
This factory farming requires a lot of nasty chemicals, and we are concerned that they will get in the flood water, in the river water, in the harbour. The risk, we feel, is toxins being blown up here on the wind. The worry is that when it comes, it's too late. It can't be undone, and we can't manage the wind.
Tegel's farm will create around 30 jobs. Robert says he also provides the same amount of employment, and those jobs could now be at risk.
Are you fearful that you will lose your organic title?
Well, the auditor has said we will come under closer scrutiny. And if we come under closer scrutiny, that will add the stress load to us and the costs, because the more auditors turn up here, the more we have to pay for our organic audit.
Rob and the wider community first heard about Tegel's broiler chicken farm mid-February, leaving them only 3 weeks to put submissions into the council.
I was very shocked, especially the enormity of this project. This is the thing that people don't understand. This is no little chicken farm. This is serious. And I think it needs to have more serious consideration given to every aspect of it.
Dargaville locals like Helen Torpia are determined to keep their little piece of paradise intact.
These people don't care. They have no connections to us on the land here, and they're foreign. And they will take what they want and they will disperse it across the world, but they'll leave us with polluted air and an environment that was not the same as when they came.
This is footage from inside a broiler chicken farm. Thousands of chickens crammed into the shed until slaughter. The chicks' lifespan is only 6 weeks from when they hatch to when they hit the shelves in your supermarket. In fact, this is considered a free-range farm because of the small openings in the wall.
There is a social conscience about the way we treat our animals, which hasn't been in the past. This is the opportunity for us to comment on what the community really thinks, if this will help our green, clean image or our humane way of treating animals.
So what is it actually like to be living next to a broiler chicken farm? Here in Parakai, residents have been living with their chicken sheds for more than 20 years. This site has only 8 sheds, a quarter of what's proposed for Dargaville.
Trucks, they go through all night and that sort of thing, but it's mainly the smell aspect. Everyone has to deal with it, everyone smells it, and there's times when it's horrible. I feel it affects my asthma, and there's certain times of the year, especially in the hot summer months, you'll get that smell at our place, and it's horrendous. So you close all your doors up, and you can imagine in the middle of summer, and you've got all the windows closed and the house closed up tightly because of that smell.
Phillip Steedman's family homestead is across the road. They don't want their Kaipara whanaunga to have to endure what they have.
I think the guys up in Dargaville, they need to fight as hard as they can, everybody, to stop that from happening. You learn to deal with things, but if we had the choice to not do it, I think we'd go back all those years, and my stepdad and my mother, when it came to that option to sign for this and say yes or no, I think they'd say no in hindsight, because we have the power of hindsight at the moment. Up there, they've got nothing apart from a few promises, but I think they just need to do whatever they can to stop it from going forward.
Tegel has now accepted an invitation to meet with kuia at Kapehu Marae. They are also working with the local iwi Te Roroa, who've completed a cultural impact assessment of the proposed development. Kapehu Marae is currently completing theirs. But for the kuia here at the Marae, their focus is on the next generation.
That's what we fight for, eh? We fight for our mokopuna so that they don't have to fight the fight. You know, that it's already been laid down for them by us.
The one thing one of our kuia did say at our last hui was, there is one good thing that has come out of this, and it's brought us all together. Māori, Pākehā in the district all come together.